Deep in the heart of the Middle East, where the rugged mountains of Persia soar to the sky and caravan routes traverse endless deserts, a power arose unlike any other. It was not an army marching in disciplined columns, nor an empire stretching for thousands of miles, nor a religion openly proclaiming its dogmas. It was a shadow, a whisper, a chilling terror that made the most powerful sultans and crusader kings tremble. Their name became synonymous with fear and mystery: the Assassins. This order, in truth, called themselves the Nizari. They were a branch of Shia Islam that had broken away from the larger Ismaili movement in the late 11th century. Their founder and brilliant strategist was Hassan-i Sabah, a man known as the Old Man of the Mountain. He was neither a sultan nor a general, yet he managed to build an invisible empire whose capital was the impregnable fortress of Alamut, the Eagle's Nest, located high in the Elburz Mountains of modern-day Iran. It was said that to enter without an invitation was impossible, and to leave even more so. The world of Alamut was one of order, discipline, and absolute faith in its leader. Unlike conventional armies, their strength lay not in numbers, but in quality. The Order's warriors underwent the most rigorous training, which included not only martial arts, but also the study of languages, cultures, and psychology. They were taught to be not merely killers, but masters of disguise, espionage, and deep analysis. They could become anyone, a merchant, a dervish, a scholar, or a simple peasant, all to get close to their target. For them, an assassination was not an act of blind fury, but a cold, calculated strike against the political system. The goal was not to conquer territory, but to destabilize an enemy, to sow chaos, and to make him dance to their invisible tune. Their victims were viziers, sultans, city governors, and even crusader kings. Imagine a sultan surrounded by hundreds of bodyguards, sleeping in his most fortified citadel. In the morning, he awakens to find a dagger on his pillow, bearing a note: "Your life is in our hands." This was not just a threat, it was psychological terror. Their enemies believed the assassins possessed supernatural abilities, that they could appear out of thin air and vanish like ghosts. This myth was meticulously cultivated by Hassan-i Sabah himself. Historians have written extensively about the assassins, often portraying them as fanatics drugged with hashish. This, by the way, is where the very word assassin originates, from the Arabic hashishin, meaning one who uses hashish. This version, spread by their enemies, was designed to slander them, to portray them as madmen rather than cold-blooded strategists. However, behind these myths and simplistic interpretations, the true history of the Order may conceal a far deeper secret. Beyond the legends of hashish and the paradisiacal gardens where young initiates were supposedly taken to instill loyalty, lies a more profound truth. Perhaps the assassins were not just an order of killers, but history's first clandestine intelligence empire. The assassinations were merely the tip of the iceberg. Their real power lay in a vast network of agents, informants, and hidden alliances that stretched from Syria to India. They gathered intelligence, fomented discord, bribed, intrigued, and steered entire states from the shadows. This was the deep state of the 12th century. And if the assassinations were just the tip of the iceberg, the Order's true power, it is believed, was rooted in the profound secrets and esoteric knowledge hidden within the fortress of Alamut. In the dungeons of this fortress, some sources claim, lay not just a library, but a treasury of ancient manuscripts. According to one version, this knowledge was inherited by the assassins from Persian Magi, Zoroastrians, and perhaps even older civilizations like the Sumerians. These texts allegedly described methods for controlling the mind, for creating perfect warriors who knew neither fear nor pain. Historians note that the library of Alamut was destroyed by the Mongols when Hulagu Khan took the fortress in 1256. Convenient, isn't it? A perfect way to erase the trail. But what if the most valuable archives were spirited away beforehand? This knowledge, alchemy, medicine, astronomy, and above all, the doctrine of a secret hierarchy where the visible ruler is merely a mask for a hidden elite might not have vanished, but instead dissolved into the secret societies of the East and later, of Europe. Perhaps it was from these depths of ancient knowledge that phenomena such as the rumors of living ghosts, elusive warriors seemingly capable of returning from the dead, spread throughout the Middle East. Conspiracy theories explain this not with mysticism, but with the masterful use of body doubles, masks, and theatrical techniques. But there is a more chilling version, that an elixir or concoction existed in Alamut that could slow the heartbeat and breath to a near standstill. The enemy would believe the killer was dead, only for him to resurrect at the most opportune moment, sowing panic and confirming the myth of his invincibility. This knowledge may have become the basis for later legends of immortal adepts within European orders. But if the order's internal practices fire the imagination, the hypothesis of its external connections is no less intriguing, namely, a clandestine alliance with the Knights Templar, their nominal enemies. Chronicles mention negotiations between them. Conspiracy theorists argue they did more than just trade or exchange prisoners. A secret pact for the mutual exchange of knowledge may have existed between them. The East offered the Templars the art of covert operations, psychological pressure, and a system of secret agents, while the West shared secrets of financial systems, architecture, and cryptography. Certain symbols of both orders are suspiciously similar. It is no coincidence that after the fall of both orders, their remnants may have merged, creating a new tradition of secret societies, from which perhaps the Masonic lodges later emerged. Their strategic thinking and multi-dimensional approach to power were also evident in the way they are believed to have exerted a secret influence over entire dynasties. The assassins not only eliminated undesirable sultans and viziers, but, as some historians suspect, also helped place their people on the throne. Conspiracy theorists maintain that many dynasties in the Middle East, and even some Crusader principalities, were connected to them, directly or indirectly. In other words, the assassins managed politics from the shadows, shaping a new world order through the control of information and fear. They were not fanatics, but skilled geopolitical players, building their influence through invisible networks. It was this profound influence and invisible might that spawned one of the greatest mysteries surrounding their fate. Contrary to the official historical record, they did not, as conspiracy theorists maintain, vanish after the fall of Alamut. The great secret of the Assassin Empire is that they may in fact continue to operate. Theorists assert that they have simply dissolved into time, just as their elusive agents once melted into a crowd. Their teachings, their philosophy, their methods of ruling the world from the shadows were not destroyed. They were passed from hand to hand, from one generation to the next, it becoming the very foundation for the secret societies that would follow. Organizations that to this very day may still be shaping the destiny of the world. The Knights Templar, the Freemasons, secret elites, and even modern intelligence agencies, all are but links in a single chain, one whose origins were forged in the shadows and secrets of the impregnable fortress of Alamut.